sent us home, and I don't think we figured out anything until maybe like 2-3 weeks later, after being sent home, how we were going to continue with the show.
Right. So how that choice, that's why I'm saying one of the most unique seasons ever, because you guys all had to create a studio in some part of your home, and God forbid there was like crying babies or things like that. Like, it's just so hard. Some people were in their backyard on their lanai. Others were in their
garage.
That's a nice garage. But I
Thank
mean,
you.
Yeah. I love how you set it up, and you had to do so many different things that we weren't used to. And even like, I don't know, hair and makeup. You didn't have all, did they do your hair and makeup on the show? Normally?
No, ma'am.
Oh.
They don't do hair, wardrobe, and makeup until you make top 10.
I see.
So before top 10, that's all, it's up to you.
Okay. And then were you a person who was into that stuff beforehand anyways, or?
Not really. I do mascara, maybe lipstick if I'm in the mood. It had to be something like really, really fancy for me to put on makeup. So, especially like day one of Hollywood Week, and even my audition, I wore makeup, but by the time like I performed, I was always last, which I realized. So my makeup would already be run down. It didn't look good. So after the first day of Hollywood Week, I just stopped wearing it. I'm like, there's no point. It won't be on my face by the time I'm ready to perform. So.
Right. So what kind of things did you guys have to forego? Like other shows, like, were there any, with the changes, with everybody being at home, like I wondered, like, are they giving everyone like equipment? Like, are you expected, oh, you got some equipment? That was
good. It was crazy because they had like a stage director try to help us make our stage, and he had sent me a picture, and I thought the aesthetic was really, really nice, but I didn't expect that many lamps.
I know.
And carpet. I think I had about like 12 carpets, probably about the same amount of lamps, and it was like every day there was like a new lamp at my door, and I'm like, why are there so many lamps? And he was like, oh no, like we're gonna surround you with lamps, and so I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I was just wondering, and then like even people were commenting, they're like, who has this many lamps? I'm like, not me.
Well, that's what I want, honestly, to be honest. I thought it was very pretty. I did. I liked the mood for you. I really did. It reminded me sort of Hollywood feel, like old Hollywood. But I thought, wow, she rated her parents' like lamps, or every lamp she owned, gone, you know?
Yeah, we don't. I think we maybe have like one lamp in the entire house. Not that many.
No. That's cool though. So who are some of your besties on the show?
Demi and Sam were definitely like my closest, but I was also close with Faith and Joven and Genevieve, for sure.
Who was the Canadian?
Oh. That was Lauren Spencer Smith.
Okay. Yeah, I remember her view, like, holy moly.
Yeah, I was like, dang, should I love by like a little lake or a pond even.
Yeah, exactly. Quarantine, too bad that you have to be stuck right there in quarantine. But then again, you guys have a great place too, out where it's warm and all that. And I think that makes it easier. But it was definitely hard during quarantine for everybody. But how much harder would it be when you're in the middle of a competition that is such everyone's eyes on you? Mm-hmm. You not only have to think about, well, other people had so many different things. There was fear, there was skepticism, there was anger. You know, we all went through all these different emotions over the year. And then you did that publicly in front of everyone.
Yeah. It was, I think that's one of the main things we focused on, that they would tell us. They were saying that with everything that's going on, people are going to look forward, and that we're going to have like the most views that probably ever recorded. So they were trying to make it as big as possible. So that was also weighing on us because we thought like maybe a few million people would watch it. Now we knew millions of people were going to watch because everyone's stuck at home. What else are they going to do? They tune into American Idol. So we were like, oh man, now we're really screwed at this point. Now we really got to make sure it's perfect.
Yeah, well, we reached out to you like afterwards, like near the fall, I guess, or somewhere around that time. And so you've had a chance to use the product almost for 6 months now.
Mm-hmm.
And your hair is really grown too, because you have this little, like it was just the cutest
a little afro.
natural fro, and like you could pull anything off, you know?
Thank you.
It was so nice, and it was so good. Like, when you look at you in different pictures, you look different in every single picture almost, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of your background coming out. Like, it could come out in different things, you know, that you put on. Or even if you were to slick your hair down, you know, you'll look different, right?
Yeah, because the curls didn't even come out until, like, they're fallen. So it's, like, soft curls here. But once it falls, then it starts to spiral a little bit.
Yeah, so what I do, and I can't seem to get away from it, but it's my habit. But when I wet my hair and it's just, it's saturated with the product, I leave it like that. But then I want to make sure that I coat every little bit so I could have the definition. But a lot of people don't necessarily like that. And then there's some that are straight naturals. Like my sister, for example, she prefers her hair in a blowout, you know, kind of look. Have you ever heard of that Rev Air or Revo Air or whatever? Maybe the viewers have. I'm thinking of trying that just to see if I felt like doing. The last time I straightened my hair out was to get a trim on my birthday in 2017. That was the last time. So hi everybody who's just joined us. I want to ask Aliana. I didn't ask you this before, but on the post I said that we're going to do some giveaways. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you're able to and what your voice is, and I'm not asking you for like major performances. I could try one. No, I don't want to kill people today. What I want to do is, could you think of a few? Let's give away some of your favorites, okay? Mm-hmm. And could we do like a version of Name That Tune?
I can try.
So we're going to not use Name That Tune in case it's trademarked. We're going to call it Shout Out That Song. Okay.
Shout out that. Okay.
So what we're going to do is you'll start singing something. You could take it from a bridge, a verse, or a whatever. And whoever knows what it is, you guys out there, type it in as fast as you can or text it in as fast as you can. And the first correct answer we see, okay, you don't have to give the artist name, okay? And
just the name of the song, or?
The name of the song. The name of the song. And like if you have a spelling mistake in the name of the song, okay, no problem. But if we can pretty much see the name of the song written out, then that will be the winner. Agreed? Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so is everybody ready out there? If you're ready, give us a thumbs up or a wave or something. Okay. I want to see one. Oh, they're waving on the side. That's how people wave these days. Okay. All right. So I was looking for a handshake. Okay, ready. Okay. So Akane, maybe you might win something. So we're going to go for, let's try the milk first, okay?
Yeah. I
have a pen, and I'm writing down who wins what out of the kit. And I'm ready when you are.
All right. I can do a fan favorite real quick. When will I see you again? You left with no goodbye, not a single word was said. No final kiss, just see a letting scene. I had no idea of the we worry. I wonder if anyone knows that one.
Thank you. That was beautiful, but I don't even answers came in because nobody knows what it is. And so far nobody has
even the artist. I would even give them for the artist.
For the artist. And I don't know. It was beautiful though. See, that's the thing. See, I'm a different generation.
Yeah.
It's just that for me, I think it's beautiful, but I don't know that song. Nobody else knows that song at all? Come on, guys. Oh, man. Can you throw it back? Maybe our audience is my age group. I don't know.
Yeah, I can throw it back.
Okay. Let's try.
That was Adele, Don't You Remember.
What's that?
That song was Adele, Don't You Remember.
Adele. Okay, that was Adele. Remember.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. Don't you remember, guys? Okay, let's try another one. I won't make, let's just do a couple.
Let's see. Okay. There's a hero. If you look inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know won't melt away. Someone got it.
Yes. Thank you for Hero, Mariah Carey. That's right. So JEJ8223. So I'm writing that down. JEJ8. Okay, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to put your name on this bottle. But what you're going to have to do is please email, DM us, and I'll look for your, maybe you already have an account with us. If not, we will send this out to you. Thank you very much, Aliana. I don't know if you guys knew, but you're supposed to guess her song because we're playing our version of Name That Tune called Shout Out That Song.
Shout out that song.
Yeah, shout out that song. And so one person got it. Okay, so before we do the next one, tell us something. I'm just trying to adjust my screen here. Sorry, just a second. Okay, post that. There's no way to get rid of it. Okay, so could you tell us a little bit of some new things that are going on with you since Idol? What's been happening with you?
Pretty much, I've moved from Fort Walton to Riverview to Tampa within the last year. So a lot of moving around. I've been working a lot. I am working on some new music. So that's pretty exciting. We'll probably have some big announcements within the next month or so.
Okay.
We still have some things working out, but yeah.
Oh, very good. I can't talk about things yet, but that's very good. I thought it was so difficult because normally, I hear people asking questions, not only of you, but other people. Hey, when are you putting out some new music? Well, hello. The whole industry is kind of shut down right now.
Yeah, it was kind of hard with everything being closed.
Yeah. Right. As if all you do is so there's more to your life, but at the same time, I'm sure if you had it other ways, it would be different. And, so we're really glad that you were on the show and that you had that platform. I think that platform is awesome. A lot more people know you. And I think that that's pretty damn cool. So good for you. And so those of you we have Aliana Jester, who's on with us to just talk about what's been going on. We get a chance to know her a little bit better. She has been using UpnorthNaturals, and we're just sharing a few things. What about give us some of your pet peeves, please, so we get to know you better. I want to know the dirt, the tea. Spill the tea on what you can't stand the most.
Probably. think it's when people chew it with their mouth open. I really can't stand and believe it or not, people still do that, and it just, I don't know, it just makes me, I don't know, I just feel really some type of way about it. I don't know, it just like irritates me. It like puts chills on my back, and I'm just like, why are you doing that?
Yeah. Do you get an anger response from it? Like
more like a irritated. I wouldn't say angry, but definitely irritated, because it's like, why are you chewing like that?
Exactly. And God forbid it's like a banana.
Oh my gosh.
If I can hear you eating your banana, it's not going to go well.
Yeah, because that's something it's mushy. You don't need to chew with your mouth open.
But the sound, it's the sound.
It's like, it just puts chills on my back, and I'm like, stop.
Oh. So how long have you been singing anyways? Like, when did you discover that you've got such an awesome voice?
My parents actually discovered it when I was about 2 or 3 years old. 2 or 3 years old. So I've been singing since I was about 3.
Okay.
3 or 4.
So what does that look like in a little one? Like, you just are able to carry a tune quite well, or that you're confident in standing up?
Yeah, that I was able to carry a tune. I was never confident until a talent show in high school, where the director was like, if you don't move and you're just going to stand there, you're not going to perform. Like, you have to perform. Because I used to just stand there and just sing. And she was like, that's not enough. So that's when I actually like did my first performance, and I loved it, and I've been doing it ever since.
Well, that was good advice.
Yeah. I was like, man, I want to sing. I don't want to not sing.
Yeah. Do you play instruments too?
I used to, but not instruments that I could really sing to.
Yeah.
I did tenor saxophone for 2 years, and then the viola for 1 year.
Okay.
But that was like years ago.
So those are both. Oh no, one is wind and one is the viola, which is. I thought when you said viola, I was thinking piccolo for some reason. No, viola is a violin. Yeah. Okay.
It's like a bigger violin, pretty much.
Okay.
Lower tune.
Like, do they call it? It's not a bass, but anyways, I asked that because I've never formally taken any lessons or whatever, but I always like trying to figure out a melody on a keyboard. Like, I could do that. You know what I mean? As it goes up. And what would be your range? Are you like soprano, tenor? Like, what are you? Because you can go really low. I listened to you sing that one song by, who sings it? It goes, the song where she had her man walk down the aisle with another woman. And it was that one. Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Oh, that was All I Could Do Is Cry.
Yeah.
All I could do is cry. Yeah.
You can go really low, and you can go quite strong on your low.
Yeah. My voice, I don't even know what it's necessarily called. I think I am a tenor or a soprano, not an alto for sure. I'm like, I bounce between soprano and tenor.
Okay, very good. So we're on the same time zone right now, right? So it's 5:40. We had a little glitch in between. We wanted to be able to have you come on and have people, like, you know, those of you who might not have